Welcome to this few part series on me helping you grow your TikTok account. Now, you guys have sent me many messages through TikTok, DMs, Instagram, and everything saying, what do I need to do to grow my account? So, in this first video, I'm going to go over three kind of the most important things that are going to help you go from, let's say you've got 150 followers to a couple thousand followers. And if you have 10,000 followers, what can I do to grow to 100,000 followers, and so on and so forth. So like I said, in this video, I'm going to go over, guys, three separate things. And then what I'll do to back this up in the next coming days, I'm going to post a separate video on every one of those things to kind of really get into it deeply. But like I said, today, just the three things, and wait to hear the third one, because that's going to be kind of the most important thing that you guys are going to do to grow your account. So the first thing you're going to do is look at your content. Because sometimes people say, well, I've posted a video, but why isn't it getting better? Or why am I not getting the views? Or kind of the golden thing, why am I not getting on the For You page? So content's the most important, because you've got to kind of analyze your account and say, what am I going to do to grow my followers? So for example, if let's say you have a TikTok account where the most important thing for you is cooking. You started a cooking channel. You want to grow and grow on those type of videos. You don't want to go all of a sudden from having a cooking channel to saying, you know what, now I'm going to go to, I don't know, pet grooming or animals or whatever. It's fun to kind of branch out every so often, but what you want to do is just really stick to how you started your account and stick to that. So that's the first thing, is looking at your content and kind of analyzing your content, which really gets to the second thing. When you're analyzing your content, is what kind of TikTok account do you have? Because I'm not sure if you guys know, but there's two types of TikTok accounts that you can have. One of them is the basic account, and then the other one is what's called a pro account. Now, pro account might sound like something you've got to pay for or whatever, but guys, it's not. All a pro account is you have to go in, and I think I'm going to show a screenshot here of what that is. But you've got to go in and just basically switch your account to a pro account. And that's really awesome, because when you have a pro account, you can go in and every single day check your analytics. Now, analytics is really cool because it's going to basically give you the most important information that you need to know to grow your account. So I'll give you guys a perfect example. I remember about a year ago or so when I had about 10 or 15,000 followers, and I said, you know what, let me just really start every single day checking out my analytics. And guys, I'm telling you, that was huge. I am like every single day checking my analytics, sometimes even a couple hours a day. I mean, a couple times every hour. And the reason why that's important is because when you go into your analytics, it takes every one of your videos and it tells you different things like who watched that video, what time of the day was that video watched, how many views that video got, or it'll tell you, which is kind of a super important thing too, is the watch time. Now I'm gonna make a separate video just on watch time, but just to give you an idea of what watch time is, it's basically, so let's say you posted a video that's 15 seconds long. TikTok, the most important thing for them is to try to get your audience to engage in your video for basically the entire time. So let's say if you posted a video that's 15 seconds long, you want somebody to watch that video 13, 14, or even the whole 15 seconds, or even more so, you want them to rewatch it a second time. And that's super important, because if you look at the TikTok algorithm, that's the way that they're going to get you on the For You page. That's the way that they're going to push your video content out to other people, is if you have a video that people are watching. So that's why it's super important, when kind of getting back to content, guys, of the video, it's super important that the first few seconds of the video are kind of like that hook, where somebody's like, what's going to happen? Or, what's going to happen in the next 5 or 10 seconds? Because if you post a video and the first few seconds are super boring, what's going to happen? I mean, each one of us has done it a million times. We just click or just swipe up to the next video. And then all of a sudden, that 15 or 20 or 30-second video, people have been watching it for 3 or 4 seconds. Guess what, guys? Unfortunately, that video is not going to be pushed out to any For You page or anything like that. So if you look at like big time creators, and a lot I've personally learned, for example, from Zach King. He's a creator that does all kinds of super what's the word I'm looking for? Not technological, but like good videos where the editing is key. And what he does is his hook in the beginning, like if you notice, like in the first 2-3 seconds, you're hooked into that video. Whether that video is 10 seconds long, 15, 30, or even a minute long, you're going to wait to the end to watch that video. And that's how he hooks you in, and that's how he gets the kind of followers, and the kind of watch time that he has. So, guys, that's super important. But like I said, I'm going to make a second video coming up here in a couple days, strictly just talking about that. But now let me get into the third thing, which is your time posting. Now, this is super important because you could think to yourself, well, what's the difference? What time I'm posting a video? When I post it, people are going to look at it. But guys, that's not necessarily true. See, now going back to your analytics, this is why this is super important, because if you look at your analytics, there's a chart there on the bottom that shows you exactly when are people watching your video. So if you have, for example, let's say hypothetically 1,000 followers, you want to watch that analytics and it'll show you. So let's say it says that most of your followers are online watching TikTok between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m., which is a very good time. If they're sitting there watching those videos in the evening, you don't want to post your videos in the morning or throughout the day, because yes, they're going to get some watch time, but they're not going to get that audience. They're not going to get that full watch time unless you post kind of at the peak times. And I know there's people out there that'll disagree with me and they'll say that it's not true. And in some ways, it is not true, because that's mainly for your followers. Now, let's say you want to really do what you can to get a completely different audience. Let's say your audience right now is, just going back to the example of the food. Let's say your audience is people that are watching cooking videos and they love to watch those throughout the day, but those people really aren't online that much in the evening. If you want to switch your audience, then little by little, you do want to kind of move the time that you're posting your videos. But still, like I said, just going back to the analytics, look at that chart. And right there where that peak of that chart is, that's really when you want to post your videos. And now that's super important, because kind of going back to the TikTok algorithm, what it does is usually in the first few minutes of your video, that's when they're going to kind of make a decision, so to speak, on are we going to push his video or are we not? Because if you post a video at a certain time where nobody's watching it, let's say 10 minutes have gone by and 2 people have watched it, well, obviously they're not going to push that video if it's a video that nobody's watching. But if you're posting it kind of at that peak time, that's super good, because let's say, they put it out to 100 people, and of those 100, let's say 60 or 70 of them have watched your entire video to the end or even rewatched it. Well, guess what they're going to do now? From that 100, they're going to push it to 1,000 people. Once they push it to 1,000 people, they're going to keep pushing it higher and higher. And guys, that's when you can get on the For You page. And like I said, I'm going to make a separate video just about that. What can you do to get on the For You page? But I just wanted this first video to be just kind of a general information to help you guys grow, because everybody, whether it be on YouTube, on TikTok, Instagram, whatever you're on, this particular video is mainly speaking about TikTok, but whatever you're on, obviously the most important thing is you want to get those followers. You want to get those people to watch your videos. You want to get them to engage. You want to get them to comment. You want to get them to like, to share, to follow, which I'll also get into another video. But like I said, guys, remember those 3 things for today. Number 1 is your content. Post content that people want to watch, and stuff that really hooks them in the first few seconds, so that they're engaged in that video and they want to watch the whole thing to the end. Number 2, remember, guys, is your analytics. Check your analytics every single day. Trust me, guys, I cannot tell you more. Your analytics is something that's going to tremendously help you, because you will be able to analyze your videos and say, hey, okay, this is what I did wrong. Okay, in this video, it only got 100 views. This one got 1,000 views. What did I do different here than I did here? And why did this one get higher than this one? So number 2, guys, like I said, is analytics. And number 3 is your time posting. And just getting back to that, let me throw one more thing at you that sometimes it's something that a lot of people don't think about. If you notice when you go into your analytics and you look at that part that says time posting, it's actually posted in GMT, which is Greenwich Mean Time, which means that time is actually the time that it's in London. So you might be thinking, if you're in London, if you live on Greenwich Mean Time, if you guys are watching this and you're in England, it's perfect. But for example, where I live in the Midwest here in the United States, we're 6 hours different from Greenwich Mean Time. So keep in mind, guys, if on my analytics it says that most of my followers are on at midnight, keep in mind I've got to subtract 6 hours from that. That actually means my time, I've got to be posting at 6 p.m., not at midnight. So that's just something to kind of keep in mind. And like I said, when I talk about time, I'll get into it in another video. But keep that in mind, guys, that change the time from Greenwich Mean Time to where you are. And then that's where you're going to kind of engage with the most followers. So, guys, that's about all I've got for today. Keep watching. Guys, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to get into things that you guys want to talk about. Subscribe, share. Check out my TikTok. Like I said, guys, just search PokeGems. We are right there. And I will help you guys grow your channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.